Hello everybody. How's it going? We are in the region called the Dawn. And to be more specific, the Antonovsky Nature Reserve. 3:28 in the morning. I'm just exploring, mostly scouting. And I'm playing on hard mode. So I didn't buy the trailer. You know that trailer that reveals the map? I just couldn't afford it, and I don't really like to buy trailers on hard mode because I'd rather just explore anyway and do it in a way where I take my time and do it methodically. Now I'm looking for the sawmills that are on this map. I believe the sawmills are over here and up here. I think I'm going the wrong way. I've got the Caterpillar 745C over here. And I'm about to explore up here, but I think that's a bad idea. What do you think? Should I turn around and go this way? I think the sawmills are down here and one up here because I've done my research watching other YouTube videos. But yet, my instincts just tell me to explore this way. But it's kind of dangerous to move around at night in the dawn because the rocks are sharp and they will damage your vehicle. And it's bad when it's damaged, you know? Because on hard mode, too much damage in your vehicle is undrivable, especially the fuel tank. The fuel tank on this is pretty well protected, but on other vehicles it can get damaged. For example, the Taiga 6436 has a very vulnerable fuel tank if you sell the spare tire, which I did because for better ground clearance. But the problem is the fuel tank now is not protected. You know, inadvertently that spare tire was protecting the fuel tank on the Taiga 6436 after driving it. So be prepared for that. You do have better ground clearance and you're probably not going to get stuck as much, but be careful, watch out for them rocks. And right now my Taiga 6436 is in Tennessee. Would you like to go see it? Or would you like to just sit here and chill in the dawn? The dawn you need to embrace. The thing about the dawn is come prepared to do a lot of exploration before you start making money. The first thing you need to do is figure out a way to get planks. And I believe the way to do that is to take, from watching Mr. Sealy P's video, I'm not sure where that accent came from, that's just something that happens sometimes. Mr. Sealy P is a YouTuber who has almost 100,000 subscribers. Go to his channel and subscribe. He does Farming Simulator 22 and he also does SnowRunner. And he has a very great video on the dawn. And in his video, he revealed that we need, I believe, logs to bring to the sawmill in order to produce planks. So I already know where the logging site is. The problem is I don't know what size logs to bring to the sawmill, and that information is everything in this game. And scouting out the area first is everything. And, you know, I wish I could afford that trailer that does the fog of war. Maybe it should have been a good investment. Maybe that was a bad plan on my part. But I'm gonna go here and reveal this fog of war just to see what's over here. Maybe there's a upgrade. Maybe there's a building. Maybe there's some free fuel. You never know on hard mode. And then I'll backtrack where I think Mr. Sealy P showed us where if I point the compass west and go to the logging site and then go, I'm sorry, east. Point the compass east And then the logging station, not logging station, but the sawmill, one of them I believe is down here, and I believe there's another one up here somewhere. Like right on the edge. Just from watching other YouTubers and Mr. Sealy P. So that's what's going on. With SnowRunner, and it's daylight, let's get going. I've never explored this, it's all fresh to me. I wanted to wait till morning time because I didn't know, as far as I thought, this was like a trash heap of sharp rocks, you know? I've got it on realistic mode. So I got the Caterpillar because I know it can pretty much go anywhere, and I'm using it as a scout vehicle for this map, because this map is, it may look like it's not much, but watch out, those rocks I think are like volcanic. They're just there and they're not budging. They're like deep embedded into the earth, miles below. It's like iceberg, you know, but they're rocks. They don't move. They'll actually punch back on your vehicles. They're not going to budge. It's not like other maps where sometimes the rocks will sink into the mud. These rocks are a completely different type of rock, and I learned that the hard way. Did a lot of damage to my Taiga 6455B, which is in this region. The fully upgraded one, and I'll show it at the end of this video, and that'll be a nice way to kind of round it off. And plus, I know the Caterpillar's never going to get stuck here or flip. It's really tough to flip this. You gotta really get in a really bad situation to flip this, and it's only happened like to me once, where I flipped this Caterpillar one time. Some of the roads here in the dawn are kind of thin. I'm thinking maybe the 6455B that I brought here might be too big of a truck. That will have to be wait to be seen. But I'm going to leave it here for now because it's the work truck that I chose for this region. You know, to deploy it somewhere else is going to cost money, and I'm not going to do that right now. I'm just deal with what I've got. Right now I'm working on two maps. I'm working on the Tennessee region and this region at the same time, just to kind of mix things up as I plan it out, to give myself a clear head. If something happens on one map, something devastating, or if I'm kind of stuck, or I've got like a new way to approach it, I'll go to this map, do a mission, approach it a little bit more, do a little more exploring, then go back to Tennessee, and then I'll have a fresh mind, and then I'll think, oh yeah, I didn't think about this thing before, and then I'll apply that, what I just thought of, and then come up with a solution. And I'll do that, with this map too. If I get stuck, then I'll go back to Tennessee. And looks like there's to the right. Yep, there's something there. Let's go check it out. This is why I like this. This is a good scout vehicle choice, I think, for this map, for this region. I also have the Tuz 420 as a scout vehicle, but it doesn't have as large as a fuel reserve. And there is a little bit of fuel around here, but there's not much. So far, I think I've found maybe one scout vehicle on this region. The scout trailer. As a matter of fact, here it is. And I left it over here. I don't remember why. That's just where I thought would be a good spot for it, in case another vehicle needed to fuel up. You know, it's got 74% fuel left, so I think that's fair. Besides, I'll probably go back there in my travels anyways, because one thing I've noticed about SnowRunner is you're always going to be driving back and forth using the roads a lot when you're doing missions. It's just part of SnowRunner, so don't worry about leaving a discovered fuel tank on hard mode that's free fuel. You'll probably come back to it later and I placed it there kind of strategically, thinking, you know, maybe, you know, it always seems to work out, you know. What was that? That must be for a different mission that I found, because it just disappeared. It must be like a checkpoint for something. That's why you always want to grab every single task and activate it. Not necessarily start tracking it, but make sure it's activated. I must, you know, on hard mode you got to be thorough, because sometimes stuff like that will happen. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that was just pretty much a checkpoint mission for a different mission that's just not necessarily activated at the moment. Because that it just disappeared, like poof. That was weird. That's the wonder of the universe of SnowRunner. All right, so I need to get out of this situation here. I'm gonna attach this winch. This one. Nope, that's a bad one. We'll do the front, and we'll do it. Nope, that tree will break. This one. We're gonna tug on that. Give it a good tug. We gotta get turned around here. A little too much. Yeah, a little bit too much. So anyway, I gotta get out of this situation here. I'm just gonna turn the engine off for now. Don't want to be burning fuel. So that's what's going on here in the dawn. Aren't the graphics great in this game? That's one reason why I like this game too. And the music in the background, oh, the music in the background is very good. So it's 7:58 in the morning. I can actually go back to Tennessee now. That's what I was waiting for. I was waiting for the morning to come. And, oh yeah, I forgot. I was going to show everybody the, I almost forgot. The Taiga 6455B, one of the most powerful trucks, work trucks in the game, right? It's up there with, it's up there. It's definitely an awesome truck, and I have two of them. This is the one I spent and bought brand new for 90 grand, and then, excuse me, $55,000 in upgrades. Or was it 60,000, you know? So it was a $150,000 truck. And here it is. Let's turn it on. You ready? Let's turn up the engine volume. Wait a minute. I thought there was an... Oh, yeah, there it is at the bottom. For some reason, I wasn't even looking at it. That's how it is sometimes. I can open up a refrigerator and not even see something, and it's sitting there right in front of me, and I'm like, where is it? And I'm looking at it the whole time. Are you like that too? Oh yeah, I got the horns, I invested in that, that cost money. I got the twins. This is an awesome truck. Oh yeah. So I'm gonna turn the engine off. Just sitting there idle, look how much it's burning per minute. This thing is a beast. It's bigger than the 6436, much bigger. Oh yeah. So I'm here in the dawn. I'm wondering, is it this too big of a truck for this map? And the reason I say that is because the roads are narrow in some places. The rocks are real, you know, devastating. As you see, I don't have the spare tire, and it was recommended not to have that for ground clearance. But the fuel tank, I don't know if the fuel tank is the same for this one. See, the fuel tank's only got 50 points available, and that's the same on the 6436. And my 6436 took like 25 points of fuel damage before I repaired it. And that was with my scout vehicle that I had repair equipment on. And good thing too, because if you start losing fuel on hard mode, and your fuel tank is damaged to the point where it's in the red. Now, even though it took like 25 points of damage, it wasn't in the red yet. Once it gets into the red, that's when you got to start to worry. But look how much my suspension, over 100 points of damage, and that was done hitting a rock, going a little bit too fast. And I mean by fast, what you think is slow is not slow on this map. You're going too fast, even if you think you're going slow with big trucks. You know. And I chose the best front guard I could think of to get good ground clearance. There's other guards front guards you can buy, but they're a little more, you get a little more drag, I think, in water, and in some parts where there's not as much ground to cut. You know, it's got that nice ground clearance where it can pretty much go anywhere. So that's this truck. Oh yeah. Have a good day, everybody.